Right there. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this amazing masterclass. I am just getting over to my notes here. My name is Amanda Carvel, and I've got two cameras going right now, so you're probably going to see me looking around a little bit. My apologies. I am totally focused on you being here. And welcome, future beauty moguls. Okay, this isn't another social media hack session. This is not where I'm going to give you tips and tricks about how to break the algorithm or how to create a lead magnet, although those things are really fun to talk about. This is a portal moment for you. It's either you're going to walk through as a service provider or you're going to who stays stuck behind the chair, or you're going to decide that you are the beauty mogul that you've always wanted to be. Today isn't about tactics. Today is about identity. And if you don't see yourself as one right now, no amount of reels or hashtags are going to save you. The thing is, when you're trying to figure out what your identity actually is, God, sucks. All right, let's start over. Can we just start over? I don't even know where it's recording at. Okay. All right. We're going to start this over. My script. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome, future beauty moguls. This isn't another social media hack session that I'm going to give you or that you're going to see on the internet. This is an actual portal that you have just entered. You're either going to walk through it as a service provider who stays stuck behind the chair, or you're going to decide that you are the beauty mogul. And today isn't about tactics, it's about identity. And if you don't see yourself as one right now, no amount of reels or hashtags or hacks or tricks are going to save you. Because when you keep chasing tricks and tips and strategies and funnels and all the rest of it, what you're really needing is transformation. No one is really going to buy into your premium service until you sell them on you. And that is what's really missing in your business right now, is that you are not selling them on you. You're selling them on your services, which makes you a commodity. And when you're a commodity, you are part of a race to the bottom. Who can price out the other one? Because if you live in LA, like I do, you will see an injection, Botox, med spa, nail salon, hair salon, anything in between on every street corner, I feel like. So what's going to make them come to you instead of the girl down the street? It's identity. And it's how you sell themselves, how you sell yourself to them. Because if you don't choose yourself, why would the clients choose you? Why would the clients actually choose you if you're not choosing yourself? And I see this all the time. Sorry, I have a little thing in my eye. I see this all the time with some of my best friends who are in this industry. And I saw this with myself when I was doing hair extensions. And I see this with my clients. I wasn't choosing myself. My clients weren't choosing themselves until they found me. And the friends that I have in the industry, I've known for like 20 years, and I've seen them not choose themselves continuously and run this rat race. And they stay behind the chair, making great money. No doubt. You guys have tons of skill. You are artists and you are making great money. No one is denying that. But what is happening here is you're choosing a life of hustle, grind, the next client. And what happens if it stops because you want to take some time off? Or it stops because you get sick, God forbid, or it stops because you just need a break. The income stops too. If you don't choose yourself, no one else is going to choose you. And you can't hack your way to authority. You have to decide your way there. You have to decide that you are the one. And algorithms don't make moguls, identity does. So think about this masterclass as the line in the sand. You're either a stylist or you're a mogul. You have to choose. You could either be in a race to the bottom and in the rat race all of the time, or you can choose to decide that your identity is going to be different from now on. And being in the job that you're in right now is amazing. And I know that you love it. I'm trying to get you to a space that you start to see what else is possible for you. Because I know this industry very well, and I've been in the rat race too, where my identity was wrapped up in showing up all the time. If I didn't show up, I wasn't making money. Until I started learning how to sell things online. That's when everything changed for me. So every lash tech, every esthetician, every stylist, every permanent makeup artist who actually breaks through online, they don't find a magic app or a secret formula. She actually just remembered who she was. The how gets to be simple when you stop searching for answers outside of yourself and you decide that you are the face of your brand, because that is what's missing. Your face on your brand is what's missing. You don't need another app or another certification. You need authority, you need positioning, and you need identity. And tools that you are trying to learn, funnels, social media strategies, how to make money online, they don't create impact. Identity does. Identity is the thing that you're missing because you've been identifying, like I was for a long time, as just, just. And you lose yourself in that because you do this day in and day out, right? You do this day in and day out, and you forget how brilliant you are. You forget how smart you are. You forget all of the things that you learned. I mean, I've sat down with you guys and I've asked you, tell me about what you know. And you're like, I don't even know where to start. It's because when you have been in this industry for so long, you don't have clarity on how much you know anymore. You forget how much you've learned along the way. And the farther you get away from the beginning, the less you remember, right? So I'm here to help you get clear because clarity kills overwhelm. When you are clear, you are not overwhelmed because you know exactly what you're going to say and you stop looking outside of yourself. Because the power that you're actually looking for and the breakthrough you're actually looking for has been inside of you all along. And when you decide, the how stops being so hard. You're not missing tactics at all. You're missing conviction. And when you miss conviction and can't, you don't have that in you, no one else is going to see it either. And they're going to pass you by to the person that isn't as talented and loving and caring and nurturing and amazing as you are. So let's talk about let's talk about the money phases that you're going to go through. And some of you may be at 10K or more, but the people who aren't, you don't hit your first $10,000 months online by people pleasing or trying to serve everyone. You do it by choosing what you love, who you love serving, and letting go of misaligned audiences. The clarity builds consistent cash flow and not random discounts or posting just because you should. And I see this all of the time is that you guys are just posting because you think you should. And there's like no clarity, there's no positioning, there's no messaging. It's literally just like, oh my God, I hope someone sees this and they see my work and how talented I am. And they do see how talented you are. They go to your website, and then what happens? They probably don't book because you're more expensive than everybody else in your neighborhood. And that's good. I don't want you to change your prices. I want you to raise them actually. Because what we're going to be working on here is the identity that connects with the premium buyer. Your premium buyer is not looking for a break. They're just looking for the right credit card to put it on. That's all. They're looking for a schedule that fits theirs. They're looking for ease. They're looking for status. They're looking for an experience. People pleasers don't make moguls. People pleasers stay stuck in people pleasing. I know because I was one for a very long time. I people pleased the fuck out of everybody until I was like, wait a second, I'm not pleased. I'm not happy. And I started to grow resentful. So I had to rewire myself too. I had to get to a space where I was like, wait a second. This is not what I want. These aren't the people I want around me. This is not the money I want to make. But it all came down to who I was being. Because if you are standing for everyone, and no matter what price someone tries to negotiate with you, you're like, I'll do it. I'll do it. And you know, you just cringe and your stomach sinks, your heart sinks, and you know, they're like, I can't believe I'm doing this for this price, but you have to. Girl, I've been there. When you have clarity, this will pay more than any discount you could possibly give. And you don't need more clients, regardless of what you think. You actually don't need more clients. You need the right clients. And the right clients can't find you because you're, and I'm just going to say this right now, a lot of the social media pages that I see and I audit look terrible. They look unbranded, they look unfocused, and they look like pick-me's. We're not doing pick-me's because pick-me's, again, are a race to the bottom. Who can get the cheapest price? I want you to stop begging for breadcrumbs. I mean, girl, we're trying to, we're going to open up our own bakery here. You don't need to be begging for breadcrumbs. You're going to own the brand. So let's say you're at 10K and you want to scale. This is where most beauty pros will start to fall off. And I know I did, where I started to get a little scared because it's like, oh shit, this is working. Oh no. Oh no, it actually is working. And I started to get a little wobbly. And I remember thinking, the money's going to stop. The money's going to slow down. And then what? I'm just going to prove to myself that this was a fluke. that what I was doing wasn't going to work anyways in the long run. And what I had to do was I had to go back to my training. Some of you know this, some of you don't. I'm a professional singer and I've been one for like 20 something years with the world's worst stage fright. Like the world's worst stage fright. Mouth dry, hands shaking, sweating, forgetting the words. I had the whole thing going on. Weak legs, knees knocking together type of thing. I had to go back to my training and I had to tell myself, wait a second. I know what I'm doing here. And I know what this is. I know what this little dip in revenue is. I know what this like, oh shit, it's gonna stop is. It's the wobble. And the wobble is you settling into a new level, right? And the foundation's shaky because you haven't been there before, you know? And you're like, oh shit, what is all this? Like the clients are coming in, the money's coming in fast. I mean, people are in your DMs, like it's just bam, 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 bam. And you're like, whoa. And this is where a lot of beauty pros fall off. And you start thinking, shit, maybe I'm just going to stick to word of mouth. Maybe this online thing isn't cut out for me. Maybe I shouldn't be putting myself out there like this because this is too much. And it's not too much. You're just building and strengthening your brand muscle and it feels wobbly. Like if you've ever jumped on something high, like for me as a singer, I've jumped on many stages that were higher than the next, and a dancer too. Like I used to go dance in the clubs when I was like in my early 20s. I was like 19, 20. And I'd be jumping on these boxes to dance. And um there's that wobbly moment because you're way above everybody. And then you've got these huge ass shoes on and you're looking around and you're trying to get your bearings. It's that same thing. It's just your body adjusting to a new level. And one thing I want you to keep in mind, visibility is a muscle. It's a muscle. It's not something that just poof happens. You might go viral, but I see a lot of you going viral for the wrong reasons. And then you double down on a video that has nothing to do with your brand because you think that's what is going to get you people in the door, and it doesn't. Visibility is a muscle and it's not a mood. Visibility is a strategy that you're going to put together. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So when you don't feel like it and you're not in the mood, the content is already out there. It's already scheduled. It's already made. And you're going to be able to sit back and just answer DMs and watch your schedule fill up. And you're going to watch people come into your online community. And you're going to watch people download your offers. And if you're inconsistent with this, you're never going to scale. And if you don't know what scales means, it means that you take your business where you're at right now and you basically double, triple the revenue without you having to do more or be more, like give more time. And I know a lot of you depend on word of mouth, but I'm telling you right now, when you switch your identity, authority is better every time. Because word of mouth is not in your control, but your authority is. Your authority is in your own control or under your own control. And algorithms don't kill businesses. I don't care what people say. Oh, the algorithm. Nope, it's your inconsistency. And it's your unwillingness to be uncomfortable for a really long time. Again, I'm just relaying things back to me. Because I want you to know that I've been through this. Like, you have no idea how much I've struggled trying to get my business started and profitable. And I had to get real with myself. Like, am I being consistent enough? Am I doing everything I can to show up as the mogul I am trying to become? Moguls don't sit around and moguls don't mope around and moguls don't wait for someone to hand them something or wait for something to happen. They make it happen because their identity is undeniable. And by the way, I'm sure you already know this, but excuses don't pay your bills. Excuses don't pay your bills. It keeps you invisible. Visibility, positioning, and messaging pay your bills. So let's say you're scaling and now you're at 20 or 30 grand a month. That's when shit starts to get real, real, real. That's when the real mogul in you starts to really shine. Because at this stage, this is all about what you stand for. And it's not about like what you do anymore. It's more about what you stand for. And at this stage, you can pretty much do anything because you've climbed the mountain and you're now at the top and you can see over this gorgeous valley and you're like, oh, singing and the birdies are flying and the hummingbirds and the butterflies and the grasshoppers or whatever else are around. Because at this stage, it's not about your technique, right? It's about your message and who you are being, who you are, and how people are connecting to that. Because at this stage, you're more of a movement. You're more of an identity for other people to grab onto. And you stop soft pedaling and dancing around things to keep everyone comfortable. You're just like, ah, sorry, that's the price. And no, I am not available then. No, I cannot give you a free service. No, my brows are not 150. They are 600 or $1,000 or more. No, my student coaching program is not 500. It's 2,500. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? You become known for your rally cry rather than what you're actually doing for your job inside of your treatment room. Clients follow leaders, okay? They do. And I know that's hard to grasp right now because you've been in the trenches for so long. But if you become a leader in your own business and online, I'm telling you right now, you're going to triple your money like that. You get your brand dialed in, your messaging, your positioning, and you treat yourself like a leader and you start showing up like that, girl. Clients follow leaders. They do not follow service providers. And so I also used to be a bartender and a server. And I would go and serve at these beautiful parties. And I was overlooked. I was passed by. Can I get this? Can I get that? I need this. I need this. Why? Because I positioned myself as a service provider, as a server, a literal server. Even though I had all the other skills and marketing and all the things, my identity would not let me go here where I'm at right now in front of you because I didn't think that I was worthy of it or that I knew enough. I let myself blend in to the background when I should have been standing out, just like you. And playing small isn't going to get you paid big. It's going to leave you small and it's going to leave you chasing clients. And when you get as old as me and my friends are in our 40s and 50s now, you're going to get tired. What's the exit plan here? What's the end game? You probably don't have one. If you want real traction online, you've got to start sharing your truth because truth tellers get traction and people pleasers get ignored. They get used. And your technique that you've perfected for years and years and years doesn't trend. Messages do. And if you are looking on social media at all, you are seeing more and more and more people put themselves out there as leaders and they are rising to the top because that is what this world needs right now, especially women. And when you're standing in your authority, it isn't quiet, it's bold. Like you walk in, even when you walk into a grocery store, people are like, "Whoa, who is that?" That's what your identity is going to declare. It's going to capture attention before they even hear you speak. And if you want 30 to 50K months, it's not about more clients. It's not about more clients. It's not about more clients. It's about more conviction. It's about auditing your habits. It's about looking at your associations. Who are you hanging around with? Where do you spend your time? Where do you go when you start to numb out? Do you go to happy hour all the time with everybody in the salon? Yep. And then your night's blown, but you just want to unwind. You want to escape, right? That's your energy being depleted too. And I'm not saying you don't have to drink whatever, do whatever you want. I'm just saying that if you really want to get to 20, 30, $50,000 a month, you have to look at your habits. You have to look at your conviction, your associations, and where you're putting your energy. Because you're not going to be able to grow any kind of mogul empire if you're stuck in the same conversations with people who just don't get it. And if you've watched this far in, you are a person who gets it. Because new results, the results that you actually want, require new rooms and new conversations. And your conviction will attract the cash that you've been praying for. So I had to learn this too, and I learned this 50,000 times in my life before I finally got it through my hard-headed head. Stop shrinking to fit into old places. Stop shrinking yourself to fit into old places that you have outgrown. If it feels like this is boring or I can't stand these people or why the hell am I here? And you start zoning out and you're looking around, this is the universe trying to tell you, like, wake up, wake up, get out of here. This isn't for you anymore. Moguls are not made in secret. They're not made in hiding. They're made in sight. They are made waking other people up. And I'm here to wake you up, to shake you awake. And I want you to have an identity where you can just say it out loud and have your whole body feel it and vibrate. And you stand in it and you sell from it. without apology, with full conviction and complete and total authority. Now, if any of you are tracking with this, I want you to start really understanding something about yourself. Most people probably dropped off a long time ago watching this, but you stayed because you're ready. And I listened to someone similar to this a long time ago that made me feel ready. If you want to take what you know and your passion and your love for what you do, and you want to take it online and you want to build something that lasts, you want to build a legacy, you want to create online income and not get away from your chair. I'm not asking you or telling you to stop doing what you love. Do more of it. I just want you to have a scaling plan and an exit plan and a content map and a strategy that makes you feel like, holy shit, this has never felt more like me. If that is you and you are ready to break through and you want me to help you with it, I am the kind of mentor and coach that is going to stick right next to you. And then I'm going to slightly put my hand on your back when you need a little nudge. I'm not going to let you fail, but you are 100% responsible for your own transformation, as was I, and as am I, because I'm constantly transforming. If you want to reach 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, or beyond months, then you need help doing it. And your current strategy ain't working. And I know that. So if you're feeling called to do this, and I only want you to feel called to do this because I want my clients to be aligned with me. And I don't want to have to convince anybody to be like, buy this thing, because that's not who I am. I don't need you to buy it. I want you to buy it. I want you to buy it because you're like, yes, this is exactly what I need. I need the content. I need the positioning. I need to understand what the hell I'm doing, where I'm going wrong, what I'm doing right, where my identity sucks and where it's great and how I can clean it up and how I can become an empire and impactful within 6 months and beyond. So I have an offer called Online Beauty Mogul, and it's a 6-month container. You have the option to go longer if you want, but it's a 6-month container. And we need to talk on the phone first. So I suggest you go to the link that's in the description or the bio and you book a call with me and we'll talk for 40, 45 minutes. We'll get to know each other. I'll get to know exactly where you're at and what you need. And then I'm going to guide you where I think you need to go. I've got a couple of different offers, but if you want to jump into the 6 months, the 6-month offer, then definitely let me know that. Okay. If this spoke to you, please like and share this video because it helps me in my world. And I want other beauty moguls, potential and striving, aspiring beauty moguls to see this because I believe in all of you and I know where you're at right now and I know I can help you. So if that speaks to you, let me know and I'll see you on the inside. Bye.